buckets of paint.
I need a bigger bucket.
Team Broad Rail has travelled over 200 miles, and they found a companion.
Daddy has a dog?
What have you done?
And you found a new partner in suffering, Michael.
Yeah, he's the king. I think we should call him Arthur.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2024 adventure film Arthur the King. The film is directed by Simon Kellen Jones and it stars Mark Wahlberg, Simu Liu, Juliet Rylance, Nathalia Emmanuel and Ali Suleiman. And the film is based on a true life story. And it focuses on Mark Wahlberg's character, Michael, who is an endurance racer. He's a veteran. We see at the beginning of the film, these endurance races, it's like, they're over like 400 miles, and you've got to get from point A to point B, and you can use any means at your disposal, like climbing, riding, swimming, or kayaking, running, all that kind of stuff. Really, really heavy endurance races. And he's been doing it for a long time, and he's in this one particular race where it goes terribly wrong. It gets captured on social media and ends up kind of retiring from it. Years later, he has got this itch. He needs to scratch. He needs to try one more time to enter like the World Championships for this endurance race. He puts a team together, heads out to South America to do this race. However, along the way, he meets a dog, a stray dog, that he is kind to. He feeds it some meatballs, and the dog essentially treks through the jungle and finds him again like 200 miles down the race, and it becomes something of a mascot for the team, and really pushes the team on, and it's a real uplifting story. Right, what are my thoughts on Arthur the King? Well, I love these type of films that are kind of based on extraordinary real life, true life events, and I just watched Ordinary Angels and reviewed that a couple of weeks ago, or last week, can't just remember now, and that was absolutely fabulous, really uplifting movie. I really enjoyed that. And we have another one here. Now, I know people going to these movies where there's dogs, and they're kind of like, oh, I don't really want to see, a dog getting hurt and all this kind of stuff. Well, there is actually a website out there called Does the Dog Live, I think. So you could, if you're wanting to watch a film with a dog in, you can go to this dog site and check it out, see how the dog manages to get on in these movies. And, I'm not going to spoil anything here, but I will say that if you're wanting to watch this film as a dog lover, you've nothing really to worry about. Yes, it pulls on the heartstrings here and there, but it is a wonderful film. Very, very enjoyable. It's one of those films that, the sporting aspect of it, you kind of rooting for them because it's a bit of an underdog story to a large degree. It's this one final race for Mark Wahlberg character trying to do good, trying to finally get that win that he's been looking for so long. So you've already got the underdog story, and then you've add to that a stray dog that is injured really, but it refuses to give up, and it becomes like their mascot along the way. I mean, how are you not going to enjoy and root for a film like that? And for me, the film just makes it really, really easy for you to kind of enjoy it, because there's moments of tension in the film in a sense of, will they make it, won't they make it, or the dogs seems to be a bit hurt there, what they're going to do. Oh, this member of the team's dehydrated, they might have to stop. I mean, you could spoil it all and Google it and find out what happens, I suppose, because, while, this is Hollywood and, the probably exaggerated certain events for the movie, so it translate well on screen, but from what I can gather and fathom from bits of research that I've done, I think the main beats of the film are absolutely accurate. And beyond that, I don't care really. I enjoyed the film, and I think this story, deserved to be told, and to be told as effectively as it was here. I loved it. I really, really did. And, it's one of those films that you watch and you will have a lump in your throat if you've got like an emotional bone in your body. You're going to have a lump in your throat. You're going to be rooting for the team. You're going to be rooting for the dog. And the final, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes or so, is pretty hard hitting, if you like, because it's all about the final 15 minutes is all about the relationship between Michael, played by Mark Wahlberg, and the dog, and how he's going to get this dog home. Because he wants to look after this dog, he wants to make sure it's healthy and all this kind of stuff, and that's a bit of a roller coaster at the end of the film. That's the bit where you really are going to be, fighting back the lumps in that throat, and the "I'm not crying, you are" sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, Mark Wahlberg is. I'll be honest, I'm not generally Mark Wahlberg's biggest fan. I think when he's doing movies like this, where he can kind of be quite natural, he works really, really well. And the film that he did last year or the year before that, I reviewed on the channel, called Father Stew. You're probably thinking, "What's that film? I've never heard of that." Well, you need to look for it and find it and watch it. I think it's on Netflix, certainly in the UK. It's a wonderful film, but nobody saw it. This is a wonderful film that nobody's really seen. It's one of those films that's going to turn up on streaming very, very soon. Be very, very easy for you to catch and watch. And I think it's one of those films that it'll put a smile on your face. It'll keep you happy. It'll be interesting. It'll also take you on a little bit of a roller coaster ride throughout as well. So I would suggest, if you get the opportunity, to check out Arthur the King. It's one of those nice surprises. It's kind of, when you watch the trailer for a film like this, it's kind of everything you expect from watching the trailer. It met the expectations, if you like. It didn't exceed them. It's kind of exactly what I thought it would be. And I actually quite like watching these movies, the true story type movies, because after they've finished, I kind of like to research it myself and find out, how accurate is this? Is it really, what they're saying on screen? Did it really happen? And it absolutely did. And they do kind of, at the end of the film, show you real pictures of this Michael and the dog and the family and all this kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's a no-brainer. Do you like dog movies? Do you like uplifting, like endurance sports movies? And if you like them both, if you like dogs and sports movies and they're blended together, well, this is your perfect film. So why are you wasting your time watching this review? Go and watch this film. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back with more reviews and content very, very soon.